Hello.
What's up, brother?
Nothing. Was looking forward to playing some Thieves.
Oh God,
You
you
guys
know
are
what?
done.
3 nights in a row of that fort battle. I think I need a night off. Cause so Thursday into Friday, right?
Yep.
Friday into Saturday, and then again last night with the same damn fort battle and same level of engagement. Seriously.
Damn it.
I mean, it was a little different last night because we ran away with the key, and then we lost our boat in the process of running with the key, and we had to have somebody jump off with the key and hide, and then they glitched and dropped the key. We had to go back and get the key. Like we had some tense moments last night. But again, it was like I don't know. I'm falling asleep. It's like 3:30 in the morning by the time I got off.
Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was 3 nights in a row, the exact same thing. Like obviously slight variation, but still tiring. Smidge tiring.
Oh, I'm sure. Just because I won't be on tomorrow night.
Where are you gonna be tomorrow night?
Working.
Ugh, yuck.
I don't have a call time until 11. So I imagine that's what time they all start. Like, that's what time they start filming. So I don't imagine I'll be done before midnight.
Your time.
Yes, my time. My
Ouchie.
time.
Ouchie.
Yeah. Which, I mean, I won't have to start until later. So, I mean, if you guys want to play in the morning, tomorrow morning, I'm down.
I'll be at work.
Boo.
But thank you.
Sunday.
Who knows? Properly. No, I will not be. Sorry, I will not be playing in the morning. I'll be working.
Boo.
I know. What a bummer, right? But
Yeah.
job must happen.
That it must. I was all excited. I was listening to pirate music on the way home.
Well, I think our next outing we should just steer clear of the fort. Or maybe we don't have to. I don't know. Maybe I'll feel differently tomorrow.
Well, I mean, listen, I think that the time we've spent in the three forts, our reputation would be somewhere closer to 40 probably if we just grinded missions.
Maybe.
Because I think we can get more, buying the more expensive missions for the people that have the higher rep and getting those done. I think is a better return on investment in time.
I could see that.
Rather than fighting a fort. I mean, listen, if we don't see anybody, the fort's empty, and then, maybe.
That's what happened last night.
I know it is.
Exact conversation happened. Hey, there's no one here. Let's do the fort. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm okay with doing the forts, but it can't be at midnight. I think that's what it really has to be. There has to be enough time to.
Yeah, we have to log in at like 8:30, 9 o'clock our time, and the fort has to be up, and then we're like, all right, come in a couple hours here.
Even if it was at like 10 or 11, I wouldn't mind. Like, I don't know.
So set a time and say if it's after this certain time, if no one's there, do the fort. But if people show up, then just call it. Then just fucking go do other stuff. You know?
Yep, that's reasonable.
That way you're not wasting time. And if nobody else shows up, you still at least gave it a shot for being there.
Oh boy.
What's going on here? Why is it doing?
Oh boy, that's a hell of a turn.
I messed it up.
Let's go back to Earth, right?
That's where it's going. Out of fast race. Oh, it's a carnival ride now.
I think I had it to.
You didn't like going that way? Just felt like going the opposite way?
I think I had it on. I think I had my control set to super sensitive, so it wasn't like responding as much as I was expecting. Either that, or I just screwed the entire thing up. It's 6-in-1.
So this is Kerbal with trick launches, huh?
Yeah.
Spins in the air.
Yeah. It's Kerbal. It's Kerbal trick launch. Yep. Yeah.
Did they give you stunt points?
You need strength, man. Those tanks wobble a lot.
I know. It's okay.
Wobble, 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 wobble. Cool looking design, yeah.
Definitely is.
Look at
Got a lot of thrust. The top
like you have
part's
a condom on the top.
well, the top part's extremely heavy because it's 2 vessels in one. But the goal being is to leave the vessel that lands on Mun in orbit of Mun, so that I go out, connect with it, refuel it, land, do science in a new area, take off, you know, drop it off, come back to Kerbin, rinse and repeat the process.
Gotcha.
Whether that actually works or not, we'll find out. Wait to do the gravity turn last time. All right. Yahoo! Here we go. Trying to get it into orbit. Have a good night, Odie.
No, I was saying goodnight to Nikki.
Oh, have a good night, Nikki. Did she say good night? Oh, I must have been refreshing my page at the time.
She did a while ago.
Oh, not bad.
User entered your channel.
Hola.
Wow.
Hello.
The
What's
whole
up there, Ray?
gaggle of people here today, huh?
What are we up to this evening?
A lot at this point, I think. Flying spaceships.
I'm playing No Limits Overwatch with 3 Moiras on the same team.
Cool.
It's quite fun. We also have a Brigitte.
Oh, the new chick's out?
Just in regular. Like, you can't play on competitive yet.
Will that happen probably when the next season comes out?
Yes, it will. She's not bad. She's kind of interesting.
Like a hybrid tank support, isn't she?
She is, yes. She provides passive healing to everyone and then provides a small shield that like really only protects like in front of her
Okay.
with like 600 health, and then also provides armor. So like whenever her E or whatever like provides armor. So does her ultimate.
Gotcha. Interesting.
It's very interesting.
Nothing much, man. I'm working on a new vessel here that gives me a little more reusability on my Mun landings.
Which is very fun though.
And just you know, see what trouble I can get into with my new ship design here. Hopefully, have a relaxing evening. A little less Sea of Thieves tonight. It's a little stressful the last couple of days. It's all good though.
Right back.
So DVD, I'll ask the question I asked the deck to you. Should we raid on Tuesday?
I mean, is there a point?
I mean, I don't need to raid, but Nikki asked the question, and I asked Deck what his thoughts were. I mean, I don't really care either way, but except for the whole, I don't want to like, not deal with the headache of it. But I feel like shouldn't we play at some point? I don't want to like just completely forget about the video game either. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like there's a balance there that has to be maintained.
That we're paying $15 a month for?
There is a balance, and it's. I mean, it would. We technically should, just because we didn't last week, and you know there are still people that just really fucking suck and need. Sorry, stream, but just need
I'm
some
sorry,
carrying
DB.
through.
I'm gonna try to step it up. Make sure I
You
follow
should.
mechanics.
You should.
Because I
You
never
should.
follow any mechanics, so I will try my best to follow them.
I'm
Well,
coming
this-
on an alt.
I thought about that. I thought about that. Because I was like, there's legitimately nothing I need unless it just Titan Forges on my
Right.
warrior. So I was like, I could just bring my Rouge or somebody else. Maybe my Warlock. Who knows? But yeah, it's got to be. I mean, we should, but there's really no point.
There's no port for alts either.
No, there's really not.
I mean, achievements account wide, so
Achievements account wide, and unless you just like legendaries are only going to matter for the next couple months,
Hmm?
you know, like there's really no point. What? What invitation? I am. See, I didn't get it.
Probably friends. Yeah. You're on Earth Host?
I am.
Let's do it.
Did you get it out of Twitch?
Yeah.
It's wrong. You got to switch the last two numbers. Yeah. There we go.
You guys tried Far Cry 5?
No.
Tried what?
Josh is playing it, it's pretty fun. Far Cry 5.
Oh no. Never really got into the Far Cry series.
Neither did I.
Yeah, the last 3 games I've been in, they've had 4 to 5 bridges. They're just overplaying it. Regentes.
What mode are you playing that allows you to play the same thing multiple times?
Free for all.
That and
Or no limits. Sorry. Yeah, you can just play whatever you want.
We ran one team that had 4 bastions and 2 or not 4 Reeses and 2 bastions.
Hmm.
It is impossible to get the shield.
Oh yeah. There's no
Getting
way.
close to it. That's a pretty fun mode. I like playing that one. Play
It
two
is.
heroes and then 6v6 low gravity. That's kind of fun too. That's today's challenge.
Yeah, they alternate those.
That's 6v6 deathmatch or 8v8 deathmatch. Yeah, that one.
Alright, so now we are going to attempt the procedure that I failed at earlier when I was messing around. But we're going to basically undock this guy, flip him around so he could transfer into here, and then use this lower vessel to take us down to one. Alright, time to not mess up what I messed up last time.
Sounds like game DVD.
What?
It almost sounds like.
No.
RCS. Target. Done. Nice. All lights on. Yes. Alright. Now. Through. Jebediah. Transfer Bob. Cut off lights. Off. Here. And dock. Alright. Well, now we find out if Bob and Jebediah can make it down and back up.
Get down and get it up. What?
Yeah. Yeah.
I was gonna say, as long as Bob's with Neil, they should be able to get down and back up.
Oh. Alright. See if this works. Hopefully it does.
Oh, that was close. They didn't crash into each other, huh?
Yeah, well, I mean, I only used enough thrust just so that they would not be on the same path anymore. And now the return vehicle is going to stay in a nice stable orbit, and this guy, we are going to
Put him on the moon.
put him on Mun again. That's right. First things first, we got to find Highlands, then Science and Highlands. Lowlands we have. I'm thinking there's a crater I can. Oh. Yeah, that crater right there. Talking about. So yeah, I was realizing I was bringing a lot of resources down and up on Mun that I just didn't need to get, and so what was happening is each time I came back from Mun, like I had no fuel to actually land on Kerbin, so like I had to do these constant fudges with like aero braking and stuff, which is fine, but I don't need to bring the lander back from Mun ever. Like he could just stay in orbit around Mun, and I could just come and refuel it each time I needed to. So we're trying to do right now. We're trying to land in this east far side crater because we've never landed there before, so there is tons of assignments. Alright, so stop that. Stop my work. Perfect. Ugh. Of course, I haven't had a chance to really test this out, so who knows? Might go crashing horribly into the planet here, which would be much to Dex delay. So, I guess there's that.
What?
What? Oh, we should definitely quick pop out in VPA. A report real quick. Word. Ah, hey Solo. Thanks. Yeah, this is the first try. This is the don't return to Kerbin lander that I will land, hopefully, take off from Mun, hopefully, get back into our normal orbit, redock with it, which there's another vessel in orbit right now, and then transfer science and use that other vessel to return to Kerbin, and then future flights will not require another lander, so I should be able to refuel this lander and reuse it for all future endeavors. So, of course, that's assuming that it all goes correctly. We shall see. Yes, this lower portion is disposable. I wanted to be able to slow my orbit without using any of my fuel that will allow for returning back to the surface. So that's what we're going with. Mixer window stopped responding. All right. Oh. A lot closer than I realized. Sub 1,000 meters. In fact, forgot we're landing on probably like an elevated service. I hope this works. That'll work. Should work. Should work. All of the breathing. You would think I'd be the one heavy breathing right now.
It's not me. I'm muted.
It's Darth Vader. He's monitoring my space flights. Funny Solo. Oh. Tap it in.
Let's give it a tap, tap, taparoo.
Just a little
Get in.
tappity tap.
Send that ball home. He wants to go home.
You're home. Have touchdown. Garcia, shut down rockets. Say us off. Okay, stop rolling. Come on now. Ah, ha ha! Mission accomplished. Hold on, Solo, you're gonna like this one, man. Because I know you requested this, so. Where is it? Get some ladders on this bad boy. Right. That's for sure. Bob is officially going to touch Mun's surface for the first time. Not going to be just a hang out on Mun on the ladder being like, wee-hoo, I got to Mun. No, no. No, no. The actual, like, we're going out on as soon as I do all of my science inside the ship. It's done real quick. Good. Right.
Well,
Bob, time to do your EVA, buddy. Open. Send that ladder then. Come on. Go. Oh. Okay, ladders have to be placed better. Climb out. Climb out. Not.
No.
He won't die. Will not die from a
Oh.
slightly. That here and now mod part of X Science or an add-on. Oh, this here and now is X Science. 100% X Science. Yeah.
Sorry, I was responding to the shark that was coming after me as I was drowning, trying to get my skull out of the shipwreck.
Bob has made it to Mun. Oh gosh, look at that little jump, huh? Don't get hurt, Bob. Get hurt. Walking around a little, hanging out. I didn't bring a flag with me though. What a bummer, right? I should have brought a flag. I don't know what I was thinking. Wait, I did bring a flag. Look at that. I'm gonna plant a flag. Boop.
I didn't think you had to specially add the flag. I thought it was just there.
Oh, site name. Yes. What do we call this? Bob's first date. There it is. We have officially planted a flag on Mun. It is called Bob's first date. His first date with the Mun. Congratulations, Bob. Now, let's just see if we can get back to Kerbin, because that was the whole point of coming out here. Though we now have some great science, and Bob is walking around on the planet here, so that's awesome. And if this works, this could be a future revisits of many different locations, so grab on the ladder here. Got Bob. There we go. Bob has returned to his vessel. Some pre-flight here, and then we will take off. Actually, what we really need to know is, trajectory-wise, where is our other vessel? Because that's actually what we're trying to get to right now. Really have a rendezvous planner, though. Silly, isn't it? The feeling of accomplishment after completing something like this in a game. Yeah, I know, but like, you know, it's you do it without many of the add-ons, like Mech Jab. Like none of the landing was really done automated, right? It was done manually, and it's like it's a complex process. So I mean, I feel pretty good about it. Just getting that opportunity to like, you know, I don't know. And it's like having designed the vessel yourself, as you know, like another thing, like knowing that like the design didn't actually fail is always nice. What is this vessel's? Relative inclination. So I got to get up there, and I got to get on that similar path without going too wonky. Pretty sure this vessel is hanging tight on the 90 degree. In fact, I could change to that vessel, can't I? Oh, wow. That actually survived? That's hilarious. Bob's first date. I can actually focus Bob's first date as a flag. That's hilarious. I'm pretty sure this is on a 90-degree orbit, because that's what I had put on. So that would be here. Ugh. Cake. A piece of cake, I mean, probably not a piece of cake, but whatever. Take it nice and slow, and hopefully it'll work. Got my stage information. Will be good too. Know what my destination. I gotta keep it as close to 0 as possible. Can't go to the north. I gotta go this way. But I gotta go. Gotta go to 90 degrees. So, let's take off and see what happens, shall we? There it is, right there. Boom. Back. Perfect. Okay. All we have to do is circularizing. Have Mech Jab help us out on that. A lot easier to, you know, futz in with it. Create the node. 286 per bad burn. Okay. We're going to execute the next node, and we're going to bring us up into a circular orbit slightly underneath the other vessel. In fact, I might cut that just a little early so we can catch up to it. But for now, let's get up there and get into orbit. Wow. that node. All right, now we have to do some whatchamacallits. We need to match planes with the target, rough. Okay, and we're going to execute that. And I'm actually going to use some RCS as well, because I don't think I need to be so sparing with it. The first things first, when we're not using mech jab to do our rendezvous, which is the case here. Oh my god, your dog barks a lot.
Sorry.
Okay. Your dog barks a lot.
Sorry.
Okay.
I thought I was on mute and you couldn't hear that.
All good. All good, brother. All good. Roof, roof, roof.
And yes, he does bark a lot.
Yeah. All good. Anyway, back to what I was doing. So I'm matching planes with the target, so that way I'm not coming in at an angle, because it's kind of a big deal. After we match our planes with the target, we're supposed to match. I need to get closer to the target. Fine-tune closest approach. Create a node. That would kill us. That node. Where we are. Closest approach is kind of far away. He's gonna slow down. I'm gonna speed up. So, accept target. Time after burn, 1 hour. Schedule the burn. Fixed time. In this like weird, not appropriate orbit. Let's just put it that way. Right, we're catching up to the target. Plus 63, 418. 63, 418. Average. Edit. Now we're talking. $63, 418. 430. 63, 418. Back that. Have to be that. Turn off RCS so we don't go. Our maneuver node. Maneuvers in 18 minutes. Literally like nothing. So tap on the gas here. Tippity tippity tap on the gas. Okay. We're looking better here. Closest approach. First intersection, separation is Bojangles is too far. Okay, so catching up fast enough. Really doesn't matter. Probably. $261.8. Oh, alright, that's awesome. We're closing density. Oh. Went from 261 to 170, so now we're starting to see nice approaches here. We have the same Apoapis as he does, which means just a matter of getting a little closer. We can fine tune approximate on that. Now we're 73 kilometers away. We dropped 100 kilometers. Let's see. They're outrunning right here. We don't slow down. Let's see. So let's change our Ariapis, next Apoapis, to 60. What is that? Okay, that's good. What I want. Execute that maneuver. $37 call. Awesome. Wrote that. Next one is after that. 37 and 39. Not at all. Is that because I'm gonna pass him here? Probably because I'm gonna pass him here. $19. Oh, here we go. Use that node, execute that node. Do this correctly, we'll have a relative speed of 28 meters per second. We'll be within 0.2 kilometers with the vessel that I'm supposed to be docking with. So
That's pretty good.
yeah. Then I gotta basically match speed, which is my goal, and then I can start the docking process. Only I had mech jab to do docking.
Be careful to dock slowly.
Yes, an aggressive dock might leave both parties injured. That was for you, Odie.
Thank you for the PSA.
Okay. So now we want to match velocities with target at closest approach to target, which is right here. Which means in 24 minutes, we should be 0.1 kilometer away with a relative speed of 0.4 meters per second, which is more than, well. Then I just got to be able to dock. Piece of cake. What could possibly go wrong? target. Yes. Bring me to target. Okay. Oh, I'm a little far away from the target, but I'm a little getting close. $100 meters.
All right, well, don't crash in your docking session. I'm heading off.
Ah, thanks, Eddie.
Good night.
See ya.
Have a
Later.
good one. Have a good one.
User disconnected from your channel.
You gotta come back faster than that. You can sprint.
Talking to me? I don't think you're talking to me.
You probably pushed the wrong button.
I did.
I did push the wrong button. Sorry.
You have to like translate up or something. Not. Translation down. Oh, hold on. I don't know the key binding for this. Kerbal Space Program. Key bindings that I never use. Stand by. Know what the controls for that are.
RCS movement.
Yeah, the translations to go up and down, like, because I'm approaching the target now, but I'm moving up. Let's say, best way to explain it. So I need to know what my translations are to translate down, which is I. So let's try. Definitely not I. Okay. Okay. See. That worked. Better. Stop it. Stop it, you. Oh, stop my vessels. Target. Here. 2 target, please. Okay. See ya. Turn off that. Docking. Wait a second. Don't I have a... I do have a... What? Not that. Uh. I have no idea how to read the actual indicators. So... guess I'm gonna learn. Wrong way. Definitely the wrong way. Oh, I just... angled that. Alright. Yeah.
Oh, I see a galleon trying to fight the Kraken.
Should wait until the Kraken kills them, and then go steal their chests.
I'm in a sloop. I'll just hang out way out on the edge.
Yep, I don't blame you. I would too.
Oh, thanks, Sully. Yeah, I had to pause to get that information as well, and starting to get the hang of these controls a little better. It's been... I honestly don't know if I've ever actually docked manually successfully, other than maybe a flip around. But I'm feeling pretty good right now. Feeling like this whole docking port alignment indicator thing was like the best thing I've ever added on to this game, possibly ever. Mission accomplished. Boop. All right. Now, control from here, and we don't need this quite yet. Yeah, right. It's like the controls. Like you really have to have like a good handle on what your RCS controls are. Once you do it a couple times, I feel like it won't be an issue. All right, so I've collected all of our science from there. Now, technically speaking, I should be resetting these 2 things before Bob leaves. So I think that's what I'm going to try to do. And what the heck, I just docked, right? Let's transfer Jebediah to here. Okay. How they doing? Shutting down all engines.
Oh, I think they got away.
Toggling on and off. Off here. Okay. Okay, next. Bob's gonna go on EVA again. This time Bob is going to we're actually gonna do EA action here. Bobby. Bobby! Bob's my hero. For that. Oh, wait. Tell me it's on the other side. Ugh. Tell me I'm close enough. Oop. Alright, Bob. Think you could squeeze through? That'd be awesome. Bob's like, no, I can't squeeze through, bro. But I can get close enough to restore that, and that's all that matters. Bob, get out of here now. Oh, poor Bob. Okay, Bob. Wow. Oh boy.
What?
Okay.
Oh god, he's lost his space.
No,
Oh.
Bob. Bob, keep it together, Bob. Keep it together.
Oh my god, he went flying.
Poor Bob, man. He did go flying. Note to self, never close the service doors. Never close the service doors when Bob is not in the craft. I'm sorry, Bob. I really am. I'm sorry.
Smacked him in the head with it.
That was all my fault, Bob. All my fault, Bob. I'm sorry, buddy. I'm sorry. Don't hold it against me. Okay, I got a full tank of gas in this bad boy. Bob's excitable. Yeah, he did not like those doors. Okay, so I don't have to do literally anything with this other craft. I could just detach it and we could go. But I think I'm going to do a quick transfer here. RCS. If I'm not mistaken, take a look here. Goes with that. That's what we're going to do. We're going to take... Oh, no. Take these. We're going to transfer RCS into all of those. So we're filling up this guy for the future. What about supplies? Should be mini packs on each side here. Packs. Oh, supplies in that tank are low. Oh, that's fine. Perfect. Mulch. Fine. Don't care about that. Don't care about that. Liquid fuel. Now the question is do I fill this bad boy up, or do I simply say no? Let me get back to. You know what? No. Supplies and monopropellant are one thing. The actual thing to get us back to Kerbal, that's another entirely. We're not doing that nonsense. Okay. Let's roll from here. Undock. Enable RCS. Back away from the craft. Okay. Yay. Right. Where's our prograde? That's where we're going to be going. I imagine MechJab will be a little less PMSy, let's say, about my return from Moon now that I have a nice circular orbit. Oh yeah, look at that nonsense. Crashing right in the first planet. Okay. That is A-okay. We'll fix that. Actually, I can fix it right now. Let's fix this real quick. Same situation, right, Solo? It's like Mech Jab just doesn't get it perfectly right. Like, it wants to get it right, but it seems to epically fail at its calculations of maneuvers. It seems to execute the maneuvers great, but actual calculations are just a smidge off. Because I had said, give me a final periapis of 100 kilometers, and it was like, I'm going to give you a final periapis of directly on the planet where you will have crashed and burned. Yeah, now Mech Jab is definitely hurting here for some reason. So as I was mentioning earlier before, so this is my return craft. So this guy used no fuel in any process to get to Mun, so that I have plenty of fuel to get into an orbit of Kerbin, slow down my Apoapis, and decide where I want to land the vessel. However, it doesn't have any science in it. All it has is my experiment container. So, and that's fine, right? I don't need science. I don't need to keep bringing science up and down. So I'm leaving my orbiter here, and the goal is that I'm going to now make my next ship 2, will actually be a ship that doesn't really contain the landing mechanisms or even science. We're just going to bring it up with some extra fuel to be able to pick that lander up. And if I'm not mistaken, did I just totally miss that burn? Totally missed this burn on here. Next orbit. There we go. Oh, it's because I didn't turn the engine on. Noob. No wonder. Like, why is Mech Jab not working? Because the engine isn't on. Oh. God, that's not awkward.
Details.
Not awkward at all. Well, I just realized when I kept going up, like landing on Mun with this like massive vehicle, right? And like, it's like with the life support, all the science stuff, and I was like, okay, that's great, but like I don't need to bring that back to Kerbin and relaunch it every time, right? Like, so I'm trying to just save certain pieces and be like, okay, stay up here at Mun. I'm gonna use that when I need it. You know, if I don't go back to Mun, maybe I go to Minmus. Same thing, right? Like it's the whole idea of being able to explore more than just Mun. So like rinse and repeat that process on, Minmus or even Duna. Where you're not gonna want to bring an entire craft every time. You want to bring the stuff you need to get out there, maybe once, and then you can expand on that. You have a plan for the second ship already done up, or need to think one up? I do have a plan for the second ship actually, because when I built this ship, and when I land, I'll show you. When I built the ship, I actually built it in 3 stages: a lower stage, a middle stage, and then the upper stage. So basically, what I can do is I can tear the upper stage off, and as long as I don't build an upper stage that's heavier than the current upper stage, I can relaunch with the same middle and lower stages without having to recalculate anything. I mean, the middle and lower stages weren't exactly the most fuel efficient, but they did the job. So I don't think I would tweak them until I had better science. But yeah, I got a pretty good sense here. I should be able to use the middle and lower 1 or 2 more times. Yeah, it's nice because like once I know like the weight capacity of the upper stage, I think the upper stage was like 50,000 kilograms. So now I know anything I put on there that's 50,000 kilograms or less, this middle and lower stage will be able to handle without any issues. Okay, we will fast forward to Mun's escape. 5 hours. Perfect. All right, so now we're gonna do this. Go change our Apoapis at our Periapis. Create the node. Perfect. Look at that. I've got 300 meters per second. 300 meters per second of delta V to spare once this maneuver has been completed. And that was the whole goal. That I can then pick where I land, and it's not all like hoping that I make it through the freaking Kerbin's atmosphere nonsense. I mean, don't get me wrong, aero braking's valid thing that you need to do, especially like if we're going out to like Duna or something like that. I mean, from what I've read, aerobraking is going to be a must, but not for this return. Like, this return should be a nice, easy, hit the Periapis, killer Apoapis, and next Apoapis will cut down to, like, I don't know, 25,000 or something like that, and then we'll just use our heat shield to coast right on in. Probably gonna land, build them. Probably gonna land them in the water just to be on the safe side. I think all of my chutes and weight limit is fine, but I don't remember this. I know this command module is heavier than the other command modules, so just don't know. All right, so now we're gonna change our Periapis. Next app, actually, I don't really need that. I could just, that's gonna be totally eyeball that one. It's fine. Here. Seven minutes. Or Apoapis. Okay. Retrograde real quick. Okay, here we are. Kick the engines on. Actually, probably will never hit the water. Add a maneuver right here. Probably not even necessary, to be honest with you. Screw it. It's not. So we ended up with 200 meters per second of extra delta V. This whole endeavor. Not bad. I could. It's water here. Done. Nicely in the water. Firmly in water, even with drag, will be okay. Habitation and all this food stuff is fine. We're gonna jettison though all of that and just leave this here. So retrograde. I get to, there we go. Removing the lower section and falling back into Kerbin's atmosphere. Monitor up just to see where we're at. Not needs to. Call it stage. Oh, woohoo! Get trajectories mod, set up KSC landing. Take a look at it. Trajectories mod, huh? Pad and paper. Oh god. Oh god, oh god, oh god. Oof. Never look down from your screen, right? Ah. Poor Jebediah, Valentina, and Bob would have been splattered on the ground. Ay, ay, ay. Never fear. Never fear. Sorry, Deck. Sorry to let you down for not killing all of my
Damn.
Kerbins. Yeah. Okay, good to know. No, we are actually heavier. Yeah. Right. I would have needed at least another parachute, at least to not. I would have definitely broken something this landing if I did not go with water. So it's good to know that I need another parachute, maybe 2 more parachutes. All right. What I was nervous about. So everything over 5 meters per second, then you run the risk of damaging whatever it is you're hitting the ground with. So I jettisoned the heat shield just to see what that would be. Like if I jettison it and I ended up at 4.5 meters per second, I've been like, okay, yes, in my landing, I'm jettisoning the heat shield, no big deal. Just looking, there's really nothing excess here. I mean, I guess the docking port, but I needed it for my turnaround, and I'll need it for any time. The RCS up here, but I needed it during maneuvers, so I kind of don't really have a choice. Then again, I could have probably dumped the mono propellant. I probably didn't really need that, but it's also just easier to put in, instead of using 4 shoots, use 6 shoots. Done. Mission accomplished. Don't have to worry about it. That's okay, because we're landing in water. Soft landing. Hey, mission accomplished. Woohoo! Science says
You didn't sink it.
I didn't. It doesn't sink. 473 science for that little mission. I didn't kill any of my Kerbals, much to Deck's chagrin.
You almost sent Bob out to space.
I did. I almost knocked Bob straight out into space. There was almost no hope for Bob. Bob would have just been out there, hanging out. He would have been like, "What's up, dudes? I only have so much life support. Could you come get me, please?" Maybe I start working on rovers next, Deck. That'd make you happy. My rovers.
Those are entertaining.
Those are entertaining because I don't really build them very well. But anyway, I'm not going to be going any later because I've had 3 very late nights of Sea of Thieves, and I very much wanted to get that done. Oh, right, I was going to show you my stages solo. I'm going to do that real quick. I'll show you the stages of this vessel. This is what I originally launched tonight. And basically what we did is, don't need the open for this. What we did is, I started it in stages. I started by building ship 1 upper. Started by building this stage, which contains, I can delete the bearing, which contains return vessel that you saw, and beneath it was the Mun lander that I made. And I actually made each of these separately as well because I wasn't sure. I needed to know the delta V on the Mun lander, so I built the Mun lander all by itself. Then I built this guy all by itself. I combined the 2 for this upper stage. And so when the fairing is actually built, and let's just reopen this so I don't have to focus. So I know that I can lift something that's 35,000 kilograms with my middle and lower stages. And then after that, I just started building. I actually built the whole thing in 1, and then I broke it up. So I built the middle stage, which is just this. Pretty straightforward. Nothing too impressive. Extra fuel. Single engine down here from KW Rocketry. And a little bit of SAS. So this guy's very simple. It's a single engine with some extra fuel tanks to help us do our maneuver out to Mun, basically. This would probably be bigger if I had a larger lower section or bigger, more science. And then the lower section is actually a remake. It's a remade from my previous lifter, which is my 25K lifter. This is the 35K lifter. Actually, it's probably a little heavier if you think middle stage. But it's same idea with these engines. I'm using these Global X5 boosters, which I think come from KW Rocketry as well, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, they come from KW Rocketry as well. So solid rocket engines just to get us off the ground, so we don't burn all of our liquid fuel getting up, right? Like, so this gets us high enough. These struts are all messed up because it's not meant. These struts were added after the fact, and then I deleted the section to just save the bottom. So if I needed to upgrade this, like when I go with the next science is heavy rocketry, and I would replace this mainsail with KW Rocketry's version of it, which is like a 4-engine cluster, which is like tremendously better than the mainsail. But yeah, so once I segmented out the 3, you get the final product, which is this guy. The only problem with this setup specifically is staging in these 2 sections. It's like non-existent. You can't really stage them properly because this guy comes off, he connects to this guy, like, so all the staging's messed up. So staging up until I think stage like right here, stage 6 is correct, but like this stage 4 is not accurate because it's not showing the right information. It's assuming that these engines would kick on, but they wouldn't. But more than enough to get off the planet, and more than enough to get into MUN, and evidenced by our mission today, it was a success. So tomorrow what I'll be working on is most likely changing out this landing section here for something that has fuel, maybe satellite. I haven't thought about it yet, but I do have to raise some satellites up, especially if I want to do any like rovers or unmanned stuff. So I'm thinking what I might do is I might actually love it when things, yeah, so do I. Though full disclosure, I tested this rocket like 3 times today, and the first couple tests were not quite as successful. But I won't have time to do testing tomorrow, so tomorrow will just be build and launch right off the bat. But yeah, I'll be working on most likely like some sort of additional fuel, maybe even in this guy. So a modified version of this guy for fuel, so I can go and refuel the MUN lander, land on MUN, and then come back up from MUN. I also have to test that this guy can do that, because technically this section would still be on the vessel, so I don't know if it's going to be on the vessel. I have to kind of think that out, and then I might add like 1 or 2 satellites to deploy around Kerbal at some fashion, just so that I can start my a communications network. But that is all for tomorrow, potentially. For tonight, I am done. Thank you everyone for watching. Super, very much appreciate it, and looking forward to another Kerbal space program endeavor tomorrow. Again, thanks for watching me. Have a good night.